do you advocate?
When I was growing up and where I was growing up as well, the school system didn't really have the right accommodations or training for staff on how to deal with autism. So I could get into a whole story that would last for hours and hours and hours about what happened to me throughout elementary, middle, and parts of high school. But I think I'll sum it up nice and simply by saying that after I switched schools to a more specialized one, I learned more in 2 years than I had in 10 years of the regular school. I think I advocate because I don't want anybody to feel the same regret of not sticking up for themselves sooner.
What is an example of a time when you self-advocated for yourself?
I run a group that's is outside of Mass called The Sphere, which helps people with high functioning autism sort of get the sphere is made so that people can kind of make connections with each other and meet new people, which is very important for people with autism to be able to do.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
People often refer to self-advocacy as a way to change things so that you can get what you need. And I think that that's accurate, but I think that there's more to it than that. See, self-advocacy is change, but I also think it's growth. It's not even just society growing in how it perceives people, but it's our own growth in how we perceive ourselves. We need to be on the lookout for those pesky, you can't do this or you can't do that thoughts in our own head, those mental barriers that stop us from becoming the best us. Change those can'ts to can and motivate yourself. I think that if we accept ourselves as worthless, we become worthless. But if we accept our flaws and our strengths, and work not just for yourself, but on yourself, you can become stronger than you can imagine. You can become a real awesome human being.
How long have you been advocating for?
I've been advocating for 14 years. 7th grade was really kind of the highlight of when I really needed to start. So 14 years, give or take.
Where did you learn about self-advocacy?
My parents, I think. My parents were and are very supportive of me. And when I was going through the worst of it in high school, middle school, elementary school, all that, they were always by my side and teaching me how to stand up for myself. My mom, we'd call her Mama Tiger because she was ferocious in school meetings. And
I love that.
yes. And my dad always had my back. They're very supportive to this day. It's from them that I owe a lot of my strength as a self-advocate.
What is your favorite part about self-advocacy?
Well, I do love to talk about myself and how awesome I am. But no, in seriousness, that's a joke. In seriousness, it's not quite self-advocacy for me. But I would say that helping other people share their own stories and experiences and to share their own strengths with the world is an amazing blessing. I'm honestly really thankful that I have a job that helps me do that for people. Working here at Mass has been really a awesome, life-changing experience.
What do you like to do for fun, Sam Muench?
You know what? I've said video games so many times that I think the whole world knows that I love video games. So video games, of course.
Video games again.
Well, of course, I just said, video games, yes, of course. But I have to say, I haven't talked about this much, but I do love just really bad movies. I like movies that are so bad that they're good.
Is there anything you would like to tell the world that we don't know about you?
That's a good question. I'm gonna cut all that waiting out because I'm the editor on this. For the record, I want to say this to the world that's watching right now. I am the one who's editing my own and so I have to take an unbiased approach and notice to myself, hey, wait a second, you're pausing a lot here. You need to show up your best self. I think that is, though, to get to the point of what your question is, anything I'd like the world to know, when you're advocating, you're putting on a show and you're putting on your best self.
You're putting on your big girl pants.
Yes, exactly, or big boy pants, whatever they are. So you're putting on a uniform, sort of, so to speak, but it's your own personal uniform of like what makes you awesome. So when I'm editing videos, the only reason I'm cutting out bits and pieces is because I want you to be able to show off your best self.
Again, thank you so much for being so flexible and to be open-minded with this.